welcome back to the channel. We're back again. There's some breaking news. Manchester United signed Benjamin Sesko, and this deal was very, very quick. Because, like, Manchester United actually made their intention to sign Benjamin Sesko last week. And we all know how Manchester United is usually very, very slow when it comes to transfer. We always slow, but this one was different. We have always been slow in the transfer market. We just get involved last week after Newcastle United made a bid to sign Benjamin Sesko. And all of a sudden, the deal has been agreed with RB Leipzig to sign Benjamin Sesko. And this is a good thing because he is absolutely better than Rasmus Højlund. And I don't think Rasmus have a future at this football club. I can see he leaving. But if he stays, it will be a good thing because at least we'll have a backup striker in case Benjamin Sesko need to rest or he's injured. And this is good because for the past few seasons, we have been lacking of a prolific striker. This has been a major, major problem at this football club. Major problem at this football club. So this news, this breaking news is good. It's a good thing for the football club. The way, the manner in which the deal was done quickly, yes, it's positive. And I think we have already got a striker in. We need to focus now in getting Baliba. Baliba now should be the next target because we need that central midfielder. We need Baliba in the middle of the park because games are lost and won in the middle of the park. So we need Baliba. So we need to take our attention now to Sam Baliba because we need him in the middle of the park for us. There where you lose and win games. So Benjamin Sesko, D already agreed with RB Leipzig for him to go to Old Trafford. So today he will jet off to Old Trafford to go. Probably tomorrow he will be doing a medical for him to be available for at least, even he is not involved because Manchester United play their last preseason game at Old Trafford this weekend. So at least Sesko will be involved in that for him to be ready for the Arsenal game on the 17th. The first Premier League game at Old Trafford against Arsenal. So we needed a sort of agree, the D, has been agreed with Leipzig, and the fee is 76.5 million euro with add-ons. So the add-on is 8.5 million euro, which will take the total package to be 85 million euros. So this is the problem with a lot of mainstream media, the journalists. Once it's Manchester United, most of the time they report the fees and the add-ons together in US dollar to make it look like Manchester United always pay more money for their players than the likes of the other team like Liverpool and Arsenal. Most of them are going to report this fees in US dollar. Then they will report the leg of Arsenal, Liverpool in British pound, which of course we know if you report the fees in British pound, it will be lesser than if you report it in euro or in dollar. So that's the fee, which is like 63 million or about 63 million pounds. So we pay almost similar money from Bremo and Benjamin Sesko. I think this is a good signing for Manchester United. And now we need to focus on getting Carlos Baliba because we need Baliba in the middle of the park. We have issue. I went to the game against Bournemouth in the preseason. Even though we really, really played well, among all the preseason games, That was the best game Manchester United played the preseason against Bournemouth in Chicago. But the issue is still there. We still have issue in the middle of the park. Casemiro should be nowhere near starting for Manchester United. He should not even be the first option coming off the bench to come play in the middle of the park. He should not be nowhere near the first 18 players. He should be nowhere near. So it is crucial. And this is a good thing. If the ball, if they do well, I will applaud them. But if they don't, I'm going to criticize them. So this is a good thing. As I said before, the transfer window when the season ended, that Manchester United need at least 5 players. And those 5 players should be a starter. Not to go get players to sit on the bench. No. You have to make your first team good before you think about the bench. Our starting 11 is not good. These are the players that finished 15 play last season in the Premier League. So we need to make our starting team look good before we can focus on the bench. So this is the right step. It's a good step in the right direction. Now we have our new front three. This is a good news. We have Mbeumo, we have Cunha now, we have Benjamin Sesko. So this will be our starting front three for this Premier League campaign. So now we need to focus on the midfield. So from now to next week, from now to next weekend, we have to get Carlos Baleba in. We already made contact with Brighton to get Carlos Baleba, and it's going to cost a lot of money. Baleba won't go cheap. He won't go on a cheap. He's going to cost a lot of money for the football club. We also have the Caicedo transfer to Chelsea. He costs a lot of money. So Baleba going to be the same, but probably we will be paying around 80 million pounds this time around for Baleba, close to 100 million euro. That's what I believe that we'll be paying for Baleba. And this is the reason why when people were saying at the end of the season that Manchester United is broke, there is no way Manchester United will be able to buy a player, the team is broke. Manchester United is not broke. Manchester United, revenue-wise, is in the top 3, top 4 every year that in world football that generate more revenue. Manchester United have the biggest stadium in the Premier League. The biggest stadium in the Premier League, we generate more match revenue than any other club in the Premier League. And our average attendance is better than any team in the Premier League average attendance. So the revenue, the money is always available to be spent. So when people were saying Manchester United broke, I didn't believe it because I know the team is not broke. There is no way that Manchester United will be broke because they generate more money. The money is there. And a lot of players now leaving the wage bill. People like Rashford were earning over 300,000. People like Anthony will be going, and Sancho will also be leaving. These are players that are on over 200 grand a week. So they will create a lot of space for other players to take on the wage bill. So the money is there, and I don't want to hear anything because Garnacho, there's a discussion right now between Chelsea and Garnacho. They are interested in Garnacho. So Garnacho will go for close to 40 million pounds. And that 40 million pounds, we can also get money from the Sancho, whether it's loan or the sale. And we have to make that bid. We have to get. It's a matter of must. Now it's time to prioritize getting Carlos Baleba. He is energetic. He is the mean man that we really need at this stage. Even though if you ask me, the 2 midfielders right now that Manchester United really need in the Premier League, because I don't want this team to go outside the Premier League to sign a lot of players. No. Because the records are there. Manchester United, most of the players who sign in the Premier League, they do well than players who sign outside the Premier League. So, if we had the money, Walton from Crystal Palace, but that is impossible. At least we can have one for now, which is Carlos Baleba. Baleba will be a statement signing. If we sign Baleba, top 5 is a must. Top 5 is on. Or we can do a minus by winning the Premier League, but that will be a minus. It will be the Leicester City winning the Premier League. Anything is possible. It's football. Anything is possible. But I'm not going to be gassed right now. But this is a red step in the right direction. Signing Sesko and now trying to sign Carlos Baliba is a good move because this football club for the past 13 years or 12 years we have been absolutely in the mud. Even though we have won the Europa League with Jose Mourinho, winning the FA Cup with Luis Van Gaal, with Ten Hag, winning Carabao Cup with Mourinho, Ten Hag, that is not enough for this football club. I'm used to winning the Premier League. I'm used to winning the Champions League. I've watched this team for over 25 years. This is what I'm used to. I'm not used to stuff like this. Like not winning trophy. I don't celebrate FA Cup win. No. I don't celebrate winning the FA Cup. I don't celebrate winning the Carabao Cup. I don't also celebrate winning the Europa League. No. The only two trophies I celebrate, win the Premier League for me, I'm going to celebrate all day. Or win the Champions League for me in the next 3-4 years, I'm going to celebrate. This is a red step. So we have to get Baliba in from now to next weekend. If we can get Baliba in there, we can focus our attention on getting a new goalkeeper because Andre Onana is a liability. We need to move him on. If we cannot move Andre Onana on, he should sit on the bench there where he should be. He should be nowhere near the starting 11 because this guy caused a lot of goals for the past 2 seasons. But I think we are moving gradually in the transfer market. We are moving gradually because a few weeks ago, it was absolutely crazy that we only had Cunha in our rank. But now, we have 3. And we are going for the 4th one, Carlos Baliba. And I think the deal is possible. Manchester United can get around 80 million to sign Baliba. If at all. We don't have that much money. We don't have much money. We don't have like 80 million pounds or 75 million to sign Carlos Baliba. We have a lot of there who that Brighton might be interested in. We still have Casemiro over there. He can go there on loan. We're going to pay his wage in order to make that move smooth for us to get Baliba. We get people like Sesko Kone can go on loan. Messi Man, we can put Messi Man, we can make part of the deal. Messi Man can be part of that deal. Messi Man, he can be part of that deal. We can give them Messi Man. The Messi Man, he's absolutely trash. He's a trash. He has been one of the worst signing in our history, but I think Onana should be in the top 2. Worst signing ever in the history of Manchester United. I have seen West Manchester United goalkeeper, but I've never seen anybody worse or starting goalkeeper. I've never seen anyone worse equal to Andre Onana. We had Tahibi in the early 2000s when Peter Schumacher left the football club. When we bought Tahibi, he was absolutely shit. I saw Tahibi made a lot of mistakes. He was absolutely dreadful. We have people like Fabian Barthez. We have Fabian Barthez. Fabian Barthez is the reason why Manchester United didn't win the Champions League between 2000 to 2003. Fabian Barthez was the reason. He was terrible, but not as terrible as Andre Onana. Onana is the worst among all the goalkeepers we have signed at this football club. Raw Carroll, he was another, but he was not a starting goalkeeper. So I'm not going to put Raw Carroll in that list because he was not a starter. But looking at Andre Onana, we need to get rid of him. We have to get rid of Onana. Onana should be nowhere near our starting team. He is absolutely dreadful. So we should get a new goalkeeper in and a new central midfielder. I sell it before the season or before the transfer window, Before the transfer window, I sell it. Manchester United, we need at least 5 players because you cannot take a coach. You cannot take him. You cannot buy him out of his contract from Sporting Lisbon May season and bring him at the theater of dream and not give him his players. That would be unfair. Ten Hag was allowed to spend about 600 million pounds at this football club, and he should be punished. Ten Hag should be punished for misspending our money. Ten Hag should be punished. What Ten Hag did at this football club, no manager I'm mentioning that has caused more harm to the football club equal to Eric Ten Hag. And I will tell you why. Eric Ten Hag led one of the best goalkeepers in the history of the football club, David De Gea, to leave this football club for free. Even though the guy won the best goalkeeper award, can you imagine that after keeping the most clean sheet in the league, David De Gea was allowed to go free to Fiorentina, and he signed Andre Onana for about 55 million freaking pounds. How you signing Andre for about 55 million pounds? Saying, oh, he wants a goalkeeper that knows how to play with his feet. The first priority of a goalkeeper, the responsibility of a goalkeeper is to save shots, to prevent goals from entering the back of the net. That is the priority of a goalkeeper. That is the responsibility of a goalkeeper, not to play with left. If you look at the Premier League, all the best goalkeeper ever in the Premier League, they were not really good at their feet. Peter Schumacher is regarded as the best goalkeeper of all time in the history of the Premier League. The only goalkeeper that won Premier League Player of the Year, he was not good at his feet. You look at Peter Cech from Chelsea, the goalkeeper that kept the most, that considered the least goal in a season. The least goal, 15 goals conceded in 2004-05 season. Peter Cech, he was not good at his feet. He was good at what? Saving shot, because that's his first responsibility as a goalkeeper. Playing with your feet should be a bonus. No coach should prioritize playing with your feet more than saving shot. And that's what Ten Hag did. Allowed David De Gea to leave and brought in Andre Onana. And Andre Onana, he has been a complete disaster at this football club. He has been a disaster. Absolute disaster. A complete trash. So we should get rid of him. Because the guy is on so much money, he doesn't want to leave. Same as Casemiro, they are on so much money. They don't want to leave the football club. This is Casemiro's final season, but Onana still has a contract with the club. We have to get a new goalkeeper too, so that maybe that will piss him off. Then he will tell his manager, his agent, to look for a new club. Because almost like every player is eager right now for next summer World Cup, because the World Cup is less than 11 months away. The World Cup starts June next year. That is less than 11 months away. So every player wants to play regular football so that they should be part of their country team that will be coming to the World Cup in the US. So we have to get a new goalkeeper to piss him off. We have to piss him off. He's trash. A complete liability. That's one reason why Ten Hag caused the football club more harm. The number two reason, Mason Mount. Ten Hag signed Mason Mount for 65 million pounds. Absolute joke. Say he came to the football club, he's been injured. If he was not even injured, where was Mount going to play? He is not a number 8 player. He's not a 6. He plays on a wing or number 10. His favorite position is number 10, where Bruno plays. So where was Mason Mount going to play? How are you signing somebody like Mount that he had 1 year remaining on a contract at Chelsea for 65 million pounds? Why did he do it? He used 120 million pounds on 2 players that we didn't need at that time. We didn't need Onana, we didn't need Mason Mount, and he spent 120 million pounds on those 2 players. Wasteful spending. Anthony, 85 million pound player. Absolute disaster. He is awful. A complete trash. He has been one of the worst signing in the history of the football club. What has he done? Nothing. Because why? From Ajax. He signed Anthony. What did he do? Nothing. Another 85 million down the drain by Eric Ten Hag. After that, what did he do? He signed old Casemiro. Old. You signed an old player for around 60 million pounds. Already old. Why are you doing it in the first place? Only the first season, he was good. Saying for the last 2 seasons, he been trash. And don't expect anything good this season. This is why we need Carlos Baleba in the middle of the park. Casemiro should be nowhere. So at least we will have Baleba, Kobe Meno, Manuel Ugarte, Bruno Fernandes. There we have a full option to use. Because Toby Collier should be going on loan. Sekou Kone should also go on loan. He's young. He's like 18 years old. So I think he should go on loan to one of those teams in the Premier League. Or he can go in the Championship to get more games so that he should get more experience to be able to come back to the football club. Like what Amad did. Amad Diallo went to Sunderland on loan. And Amad came from on his loan. He has been very, very good saying he came back from his loan. And Ten Hag wanted to damage his career. Eric Ten Hag was playing people like Anthony, Garnacho, ahead of Amad Diallo. So, Eric, this is how Eric Ten Hag damaged this football club. So, we need to fix it. And thank God, the front three, we already have a new front three, Cunha, Mbeumo, and Benjamin Sesko. So, right there, is better, the front three. On paper, is better than last year front three. Because we're using, the beginning of the season, we're using Rashford. A guy who doesn't track back. Garnacho. A guy who feels that he's Cristiano Ronaldo. How was it going to work? They don't track back. Rashford doesn't track back. He doesn't score enough. Garnacho is seen. But Cunha going to press. He's going to try back. He's going to score goals. And overall, he's a better footballer than Garnacho. The same as Mbeumo. Brian Mbeumo scored 20 goals in the Premier League last season. He's going to track back and he's going to score goals. A better footballer than Garnacho. And if you look at Benjamin Sesko, 22 years of age, he all-round game better than Rasmus Højlund. The first thing, Rasmus, his first touch is very poor. Probably he's from the Romelu Lukaku school of thought. His first touch is poor. To be a good footballer, to be one of the best footballers in the world, your first touch has to be good. You have to get a good first touch. If your first touch is not good, absolutely, it will be impossible for you to be good. You cannot go to the next level with that kind of poor first touch. This is why Romelu Lukaku always struggle in the Premier League because he has a bad first touch. If your first touch is bad, you're going to struggle. It doesn't matter the position you play. You're going to struggle as a footballer. You have to get a good first touch. That's a bare minimum to be a good professional footballer. And particularly in the Premier League where you're not going to get a lot of opportunity, you're not going to get more chances. As soon as you get a ball, somebody's going to be on you. That's how fast the league is. If you go in all the league with slow play, the Serie A, this is why Romelu Lukaku, he strive in the Serie A because the league is very slow. You are allowed more time to get on the ball. So Lukaku always perform in that league. But in the Premier League, so Rasmus is an upgrade on Rasmus Højlund. Benjamin Sesko is an upgrade. So 3 positions, we have already upgraded 3 positions. The front three has been upgraded. So that's a positive for the football club. So now, go now and get a center midfielder. Barada, go and do that negotiation with Brighton to get Carlos Baleba in. He's just 21 years of age. He can get up close to 10 more years. Go and get Baleba. I don't care how much it costs. Manchester United do have the money. We have the money to spend. Go and get him. Far player. So if we can get Baleba and a goalkeeper, that will be fast signing. 5 good signing, 5 starter. So right there, you have already replaced like 45 to 48% of the starting team from last year. About 45%. I mean, about 45% of the starting team from last year. If you can get Baliba and a new goalkeeper. And I'm sure because from sources that Manchester United signing a new central midfielder because the coach Amorim is not certified with that central position because you need midfielder with legs in the middle of the park. You need people that can run. You need people that are fit. And Baliba is that kind of player that can do that work. That's how powerful he is. He's a very strong lad. That lad, if we get that lad, he's going to succeed at Old Trafford. So we have to do everything possible to get him. There was just a short video that I cannot do because on the breaking news from Ben Jacob, Benjamin Sesko signed for Manchester United. The D is a 5-year D value until 2030. From 2025 to 2030, 5-year contract with Manchester United for 76.5 million euro, which could rise depending on the add-on, because add-on there are certain clauses in the contract that you score certain number of goals or the team wins certain number of trophy, then they will pay that money to RB Leipzig. So it could rise up to 85 million euro. So that's the breaking news. Manchester United signed Benjamin Sesko. So a new number 9 is in. So go now from now to the weekend or from now to Thursday next week. I should come back here to get a breaking news for Carlos Baliba. Here we go. That would be amazing. So if you are not yet subscribed to the Football Heritage, the link is in the description. Please do subscribe. Please share the platform. Please share on the channel with your friends, your relative. And if you do that for us, this is going to help this channel to grow. So peace. I'm all of you.